think we should be all good to go, Jeff.
Okay. You can hear me okay?
Yep.
Great. Well, then I think we should get going, Tim, because I've got 7:30, which is a little over an hour and 15 minutes. I have a bunch of medical professionals waiting to hear what you're going to hear tonight in Tim's living room. So, Tim, if you go ahead and just collect those surveys real quick. Just take that front copy and hand it to Tim. You can keep the clipboard and the paper so you can take some notes. And
yeah. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if you want all of it.
No. Okay. That's for you guys if you want to take some notes. I'm going to step out front real quick just to make sure there's nobody else, Jeff. Okay.
And while Tim's doing that, guys, if you kind of go around the room, starting at my left with the young lady, and just introduce who you are again, and tell me what you do, if you don't mind.
I'm Tori. I am a brand operations specialist for Victoria's Secret.
Okay, great. Welcome.
I'm Matt. I work with Tim with RCH doing collections for Spectrum.
Okay, welcome. Is it Max or Matt?
Matt, with a T.
Matt, okay. Welcome, Matt. And next.
I'm Cody. I work at a paper mill, pushing paper all day.
Paper mill. Well, way to go. After college, that's one of the first things I did. So many, many years ago. And Daniel.
Yep. I am currently a subcontractor doing finished carpentry, and I am currently in between jobs right now, waiting to join Lambeau Field and whatnot.
Okay. Well, welcome, Daniel and Matt and Corey and is it Tori or Corey? I keep
Tori.
Tori. Yeah, Corey, Daniel. Okay. Very good. Maybe I can't hear you quite as well as you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me okay. And
yeah.
Tim, if you would just kind of do a quick intro, and if everybody could turn their cell phones off so there's no distraction, that'd be great.
Okay. If you guys can put your cell phones on silent if you haven't yet. So tonight we have Mr. Jeff Ward here with us. In a very short time, he's really expanded his business project very quickly and been very successful with it all across America, but he's also expanding it to other continents and other countries now. Like you said, he's got somewhere else he's got to be. He's very busy, but we have the pleasure of having him here with us tonight to go over our outlay and the project that we're doing here to see if it's something that you'd be interested in getting on board with us and expanding this business project with us. Most of you know why I'm doing it, because I work 60 to 70 hours a week. I got working all the time and not having time for me and my family. So found something that I can do to help other people, help myself, and I don't want to run with it as fast as possible, so I can leave the 60 to 70 hour a week grind and have more time for myself and my family. And Jeff, we're gonna go ahead and have you take over from there and jump into it.
Okay, well, I appreciate the introduction, Tim. And Tim said some nice things about me. Who wants to know the truth?
Everyone?
Well, we're gonna have some fun tonight, but I'm in a hurry, so I don't have really even as much time as I normally would. But we'll cover the essentials. I want to tell you quickly a little bit about me. I went to college a lot of years and eventually became a consultant, owned my own company. And one of my goals the last 20 years was to help these multi-million-dollar international companies create $1 million companies within the framework of their company. And I thought that I had the contracts that I signed with these companies, I thought I had it ironclad to the point where I would create residual income. Anybody here know what residual income is? Kind of raise your hand if you know what residual income is. So residual income is the kind of income that you do something one time and you get paid on it for the rest of your life. It's the holy grail of incomes. Most people never get close to it, never touch it. Less than 3% of the population actually ever really creates residual income. And so it's pretty rare, but that's something that was a goal of mine. And the reason I wanted to create residual income was because it creates time and money at the same time. Let me ask you a question. How many of you know people that make a lot of money but don't seem to have very much time? Or people that maybe have a lot of time, but they don't have that much money. So the key is finding ways to create time and money together. Well, I thought I'd done that. And each time I was successful in creating the business within these businesses, but they always found a way to pull the rug out from underneath me and take away the residual income that I was creating. So 3.5 months ago, my antenna were up. And I was really thinking, hey, how am I going to create this residual income? A friend of mine invited me. He owns a car dealership in Phoenix. He invited me over, my wife and I, to see something he was doing. And about 10 or 15 minutes into the presentation that you're going to see from me, I got pretty excited and realized this is actually, we found the way to create the holy grail of income. So without further ado, I'm going to proceed with, I'm going to pull up I'm going to do a screen share and share with you what we found and what we're putting together. And it's exploding literally all over North America and across the world right now. So we're pretty excited and we love sharing it with people. And by the way, as I set my screen share up, I want you to know that I'm not here to talk you into anything, try to convince you of anything, I'm not here to close you on anything. I'm simply here to share with you what we discovered, which is makes us pretty happy. We spend a lot of time laughing and smiling these days. That was just 3.5 months ago when we saw it. And when we share with people, most people get pretty excited about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to share this with you. I'll try to leave enough time to answer maybe a couple questions right at the tail end. So I really am going to speed through this. So I'm welcoming you to the North American webinar. This is the project overview, and here's our vision. Our vision is to take advantage of the $1 trillion essential service industries. They're the largest, fastest growing, most progressive in the world. They're most sought after by big business. So I want you to imagine for a second, just let your brain kind of open up and think about what it would be like to earn like big business. Think of Amazon, Facebook, Apple, the largest companies on planet Earth, while participating as an individual, getting paid every month when people pay their bills, and having the ability to go head to head with billion-dollar companies. ACN makes this possible. ACN stands for All Communications Network, by the way. Now, within ACN, I'm associated with a group of individuals, business professionals that are excited about creating a North American and international business. And we're developing this huge organization. And I would recommend you write down www.rpmglobal.biz and look us up on Facebook and on the web and check us out. We're the largest, most successful organization within ACN. And here's our goal. This is what we're doing. We're building an organization with over $1 billion in billing revenue annually. To do that, we're going to have to 10x where we're at right now. We're about 100 million within RPM, and we want to grow to 1 billion in the next 2 years. We're well on the way to doing that, and the only question is who's going to join us in order to create this huge project and be successful with it. So we're looking for leaders to help fulfill the project. And by the way, one of the incredible, amazing side benefits of what we do is we're able to feed hungry children. So part of our goal is to feed 1 million kids per month. I think that's a pretty noble goal. Write down acn.com and who is ACN on your note paper. You'll want to look that up later, post meeting. And you'll note when you go into whoisacn.com, you're gonna get information about the accolades, the bona fides of who ACN is. But just on the screen right now, you can see they were awarded the Inc. 500 award, They're a member of the 2018 Private Titans. These are very prestigious business awards. And here's something that should kind of blow your mind. We're a 26-year-old company, but in all 26 years, we've been A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. That means we're doing something right. There's nothing shady going on here. We're looked at very closely all the time. So we're legitimate, we're solid, we're a reputable company. And that was important to me and certainly important to Tim. So here's what we do. Our company has an established track record. Like I said a little bit ago, we're 26 years old, going on 27, been in business since 1993. 26 countries, 5 continents, over $4 billion of revenue the last 5 years, millions and millions of customers acquired. We have an established track record, but we also have the benefits that you can find with a startup. So imagine what it would be like to have been around when Steve Jobs created Apple, Bill Gates created Microsoft. Imagine if you were there right in the beginning and you were helping them create those huge, massive companies. Well, first of all, how much would you be worth today? You'd have the ability to do pretty much anything you wanted because of the income that you garnered by taking a chance with a startup like that. Well, we're the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. And this is a way to tie in to these essential services. Here's some examples of the services that we work with. Wireless. Question for you real quick, and these are going to be silly questions. Who do you know that uses a smartphone? Do you use a smartphone? How many people do you know that use a smartphone? How many people flip a light switch every day or turn on a microwave or an oven? Energy, light, that kind of thing. Flip the light switch on. How many people do you know that use high-speed internet? Do you use high-speed internet? Security and automation, becoming a much bigger deal every week, every month. The idea that you got to protect your house. Now, as a kid growing up in the 50s and early 60s, back in Iowa, we left our doors unlocked, we left our windows unlocked, and we played in the yard. But something happened the last 20, 30, 40 years where people are very security conscious, and that's happening more and more all the time. Who do you know that watches television? Do you watch television? How many people do you know that watch television? Payment processing. Do you ever swipe a credit card? Do you know anybody else that swipes a credit card? Identity theft protection. This will be a huge industry, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But here's my question for you. How would you like to get paid a percentage? Let's just take a zip code. Let's say a zip code around where you live. And imagine you were paid up to 10% of the bills whenever somebody paid their smartphone bill, their energy bill, their high-speed internet bill, their television cable bill, payment processing at the favorite stores you go to. Imagine if you were paid up to 10% of all the transactions and every bill that occurred when somebody paid their bill every month. Just let that kind of sink in, because that's what we're talking about here, is a way to create ongoing residual income when people pay their bills in terms of these essential services. You're going to see some of the brands there. You're going to recognize them. Dish TV, DirecTV, Vivint. Vivint's the #1 smart home and home security company in the world. They are the choice for security and smart home by Airbnb, AT&T, other companies like Frontier and Spectrum. So we associate with some of the largest, best known companies in the world. And here's examples of the companies that we partner with around the world. And you may recognize some of these because, again, we're in 26 countries around the world, virtually all of Europe, South America, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico. But you'll recognize these companies. Many of these companies are the very top of the very best brand, the very best company in the countries where ACN has a presence, and they've asked to be a part of what ACN does. So we partner and associate with some of the top companies in the world today. Here's something that's pretty exciting. This caught our attention right away. We have a service called Flash Wireless, and Flash Wireless uses 2, soon to be 3 of the largest networks on planet Earth. They use Verizon, they use Sprint, and soon to be AT&T. And what we're able to do is we're able to broker not only into ourselves, our own, the way we use smartphones, but we're able to broker that service to customers and other potential business associates. So if you find 5 people that want to save money on their monthly, how many people do you think want to save money on their monthly smartphone bill? Probably everybody. And how many people do you know that might want to get their monthly cellular bill free, not have to pay their cell bill ever again, but get unlimited data, unlimited text, unlimited talk, and have that service be the #1 rated service in North America? How many people would like to get that free and just simply pay the taxes on it every month? Pretty much everybody, you know. Imagine everybody. Kind of a no-brainer. But so by helping 5 people switch to a better service and getting and saving money, you can actually have your cell bill free. Judy and I aren't quite there yet, but we're getting there. We're close to that. And I can tell you our mentor and coach, the man that we work with, our good partner, Jason Bergman, in 5 years, he has not paid a cell bill. He pays the taxes on his unlimited data plan, which is actually Verizon, but through Flash. And he pays his cell phone bill, I think, is $6.13 a month. How many people would like his cell phone bill every month? Anybody else? You always like paying your cell phone bills. They like that. They like to do it. But anyway, so, and then here's something else that's very cool. We have a charity project, which is called Project Feeding Kids. So anytime somebody signs up for a service through our company, and every time they pay their bill, how often do people pay their internet bills, their smartphone bills? How often do you pay those kinds of bills?
Once a month.
Every month. So whenever somebody signs up for a service and they pay their bill, a hungry child gets fed. I think that's pretty cool. And the founders of our company felt that they wanted to give back, and that's one of the ways they do it. So here's something else that's pretty powerful. You have the potential to get your energy bill free every month, gas and electric. So we have a Power Your Home promotion for states that are unregulated or deregulated. There's 19 of them in the country. I'm not sure if Wisconsin is or not. Is Wisconsin deregulated, Tim?
Illinois did, which is right below us.
But there are 19 states in the country that are deregulated. 10 years ago, none of the states were deregulated. So every year or two, more and more states become deregulated. But if you live in a deregulated state and you acquire 10 customers that use Zoom Energy, that want to switch to Zoom Energy, which is a #1 rated energy provider in North America, you'll get your energy bill free every month. So start to add up what the savings would be if you didn't have to pay anything for your smartphone every month. Your cellular service was free and your energy was free. How much? We haven't even started talking about how much money you can make. But think about the savings that you would have for the rest of your life if you just didn't have to pay an energy bill or a cellular bill. Now, if you live in a regulated state, you can still get your energy free. The trick is you just have to find, instead of 10, you have to find 12 customers that want to save money on their energy, sign up with Zoom Energy in a deregulated state, and then what Zoom will do is send you the average of those 12 users on a cash card every month, and you can use that to pay off your own energy bill, or you can just use it for a car payment or a house payment or whatever you want to do. We know people that have been involved in this essential services industry through ACN who literally have like 150 customers, and they get the average for every 12 or every 10 of those customers. They get the average from all of those coming into them every month. I mean, the income is huge, and in essence, it's residual, but it's a residual savings. Now, earlier I said I was going to talk about identity theft protection. I'm going to talk about it briefly with our product called ID Seal. Identity theft is becoming a bigger and bigger thing. I didn't really know anything much about it, but about 4 months ago, I was hacked on Instagram, and a bunch of my friends were taken advantage of by a hacker who cloned my Instagram account with 800 followers, and a bunch of them got into trouble because they gave up their personal information, their bank account information, that kind of thing to the hacker. I felt responsible, but I hadn't done anything. And what's happening is, you know, as we've gotten more digital, what we've done is we put all of our digital data, stored it up in the cloud. And what is the cloud? The cloud is just kind of a juicy little storage place where all the bad guys know all your data is. So they know exactly where to find it. They can go up there and find that data and then use it for their own nefarious purposes. They can take loans out. They can commit crimes in your name. They can get medical procedures done in your name. This is becoming a bigger and bigger deal all the time. As a matter of fact, statistically, show you what the statistics are on this. If I can get my, I don't know, are you protected? You know, the odds of your house burning down are 1 in 1,000. Yet most of us have either homeowners insurance or renters insurance. Pretty much have to. And your odds of getting in a car accident are 1 in 100. But at least in Arizona, I think probably most of the country, car insurance is mandated. You have to have car insurance. But the odds of your identity being stolen are 1 in 5. And the things they can do to hurt your identity or hurt your credit are just amazing. We've known people that have gotten pulled over for a taillight being broken out, and because some criminal used their identity to commit a crime, they were arrested, had to go to jail, and prove they weren't who they thought they were, who committed the crime maybe in some other state. Took them 2 or 3 days. They languished in jail while they had to prove they weren't that person. It's crazy the stuff that's happening. So we think there's only 14 million people in the United States right now that are being covered by identity theft protection. We see this as the next huge market. You remember earlier I said we were a solid company, 26 years old, very solid, won all kinds of awards, but we also have the advantages of a startup. This is the startup part of what we're doing right now. LifeLock, most people have heard of, will dwarf LifeLock within a year. LifeLock only has between 10 and 14 million customers in the U.S. That's all of who's being covered right now in the United States. But they estimate that 80% of the United States adult population in the next 1 to 2 years will be covered by identity theft protection. So I'm going to skip this video because I don't have enough time to play it. But if you can locate this video, or I'll send you a link, Tim, you can play it for them later. I'm going to go right to what it is we do, how you get started, what you do to invest in the opportunity. We suggest that you become an independent business owner. You can become a customer and still get your cellular service for free by finding 5 people that want to save money and also get their service for free. But we recommend that in most cases, most people, just want to become an independent business owner for $499, less than half the cost of a new smartphone. You can own a cellular store. You can own an energy store. You can own an identity theft protection outlet. You can own a home security store. You get a personalized website. It gets set up very quickly. You get complete customer support, and you get complete business tracking and reporting. Very, very easy to do. Matter of fact, what you should do, Tim, because I'm not going to take time to do this, but when I get done with the meeting, because I got to get flying here, take them to your website and show them what it looks like. Just let them peruse a little bit before they leave, so they can see how easy it is to find services, and then give them your URL so they can play around in it themselves. Will you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm going to pass that, but make sure that you're able to play around in Tim's website and see how spectacular it is. And it gets set up very, very quickly for you. Right when you get signed up, you get your personalized website. There's nothing else like it on planet Earth. It's unbelievable, so easy. And it's seamless into all the other 26 countries that we're involved in today. Next year, I think we're planning on going to all South American countries. Right now, we're in Colombia. We're going to open up in all the other South American countries too. So this is the way you create income from this. You can have customers because the services that we have, people save money. They get a better service, and so you can go out and sign up lots of customers, and you can make a lot of money. You can make up to 10% residual income by just simply going out and selling services. You could find 5 cellular customers, help them save money, and your cellular service will be free every month. So that's spectacular. But I didn't want to do that. I just really didn't want to go out and just spend my time selling to hundreds or thousands of customers. I wanted to do something different that leveraged time for me. And so this is the other spectacular way you can create residual income, is you can create a team of people. And instead of going out and finding thousands of customers yourself, each person on your team simply just needs a handful of services, such as switching over your own cellular service to your own company, saving money, eventually getting it for free, getting your energy for free, your identity theft protection. You can sign up for that through your own company, and Vivid Home Security. The different services, you just sign up for yourself. Find a few neighbors, friends, relatives that want to switch their services over and save money, just like you already have. And you build a team of people. You can make up to 8% residual income. And this eventually is going to grow into thousands and thousands of people. I will tell you that in just 3.5 months, Judy and I have lots and lots of independent business owners that are part of our team. And we have hundreds and hundreds, many hundreds of services already accumulated within our business. And so the fact that we're accumulating residual very quickly and achieving some of these bonuses I'm going to show you in a little bit is just kind of amazing. We just want to share that with as many people as possible. Oop, click the right button here. Sorry, I'm not in the right screen. There we go. Your network is your net worth. It used to be that you'd start a brick and mortar business. Maybe you'd buy a McDonald's, then you go out and buy another one, or maybe you bought a Blockbuster, and then you went out and bought another Blockbuster. And so in the old days, brick and mortar stores, that was the way you accumulated wealth. Well, anymore, brick and mortar stores are a liability; they're not an asset. So it takes a presence on the web to really create, to really be an asset. So here's how you really get started and start really making income very, very quickly. Now I did it again. That's just me hitting the wrong button. So what you do is you tell Tim, hey, this makes sense. Why wouldn't I want to buy my own services from myself, the same services I'm using now, and save money and eventually get them free and create income from it? Why wouldn't I do that? Another way to think about what we do, and I should have mentioned this earlier, is we're kind of like the Amazon of services. Anybody in there, raise your hand if you've ever shopped on Amazon. Okay, why do you shop on Amazon?
It's cheaper.
Cheaper,
Faster.
easier, fast. Jeff Bezos created an amazing system, and God bless him for what he did. He's got people addicted to buying from Amazon online because it's so inexpensive, fast, quick, comes right to your door. Pretty soon they're going to have drones just coming and dropping lunch right in your lap, from Amazon. You can just see this kind of thing happening, and it's amazing. But here's the deal: he's worth $100 billion. He makes $100 billion a year. He just went through a divorce. He's still the wealthiest man in the entire world. But here's the deal: Jeff Bezos isn't going to share his wealth with you and I. He's not going to share it. He's got other ideas for it. He's not going to let you get a piece of Amazon. But the founders of ACN 26 years ago had a different vision. Instead of making money off the masses, they decided they wanted to find a way to make money with the masses. That's why ACN was created in the first place. It's a great origin story. If you get a chance, Tim can probably tell you a little bit about that. So the way you start to make money is you become customer qualified. We call it CQ. You simply find 3 services, very easy to do, very quick. Usually within an hour, you can get those 3 services signed up and moved and transferred into your own company. And for doing that, you get a $100 bonus. That's step 1. Very, very simple. Step number 2 is you schedule a private meeting. So what is a private meeting? This is a private meeting. This is Tim. This is a private meeting for Tim. Tim just got started, and we're having a small private meeting for Tim. I told him, hey, let's have a small one, just kind of kick it off, and we'll see how it all works, get the technology worked out, and then we'll have some bigger meetings, and we'll do some one-on-ones and bigger Zoom meetings. We'll do that later. But you schedule a private meeting. Here's the question: what is Tim doing right now? That's That's what you do in your private meeting. You do nothing. You just have a certified presenter, somebody that has a little bit of experience, that understands it and likes to present or wants to present. You never have to present this. And here's what we say. You invite, we present, the guest decides. We really don't care. We really don't care if people want to get involved with us. We don't, or they just want to be a customer, or they want to do nothing. Either one of those three is fine with us. There's no pressure at all, ever. But we schedule a private meeting. We actually teach the most important skill ever to learn, which is inviting. We teach you exactly how to do that with a foolproof inviting script, and we teach you, actually work with you to do that. And it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So quick. Now here's some September quick start bonuses. For instance, if you got signed up and you wanted to get going and start saving money on services, you'd get $100. You find 2 other people that are smart like you and want to buy their own services and create residual income and save money on them, and get their 3 services. They become CQ. You make another $400. That's $500. What it costs you to get started? $499. You save $1. So take the $1. Have you ever gone to a business and found the first dollar they ever earned framed on the wall? So I would take $1 and I would frame it and I would put it on the wall somewhere and say, wow, I just got in the black. So you now own a cell phone store, an energy store, a home security store, and you're in the black. And honest truth, guys, is most of the people that have joined us in the last 3.5 months, we've helped them do that in a few days, maybe a week or so. I think Tim did it in his first, 24, 48 hours, very, very quick. It was pretty easy, wasn't it, Tim?
Yeah.
Very, very simple. So we help people do it very fast. And then here's the cool thing. So now let's say a couple days, 3 days, maybe a week, you're in the black. You've got your money back. You're getting paid on services now through a company you own. And then we help the 2 people that are under you. We help them find 2 people. That usually takes a week or 2 to do that, and maybe a month. But we help those 2 find 2, and you get $1,000. So in addition to the $500 you've already made, now you're going to make another $1,500. So obviously, I don't know, and that the whole thing probably takes you 2 hours. So 2 or 3 hours, $1,500, $500 an hour. That's pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but if I was making $500 an hour all the time, I'd be a pretty happy guy. So now here's the next step. You've got more bonuses. Now realize these are one-time bonuses, but as you accumulate services, essential services that people pay, they pay the bills every month. Okay, that's residual income because you're getting paid every time they pay a bill. So in the background, when you're signing people up and helping them get started and you're adding services, residual income is building in the background. So you're kind of being bribed with all this front end money to create residual income in the background. So then you've got these different positions that you reach. ETL is the first one. That's basically we help you find 2, and then we help the 2 find 2, your ETL. Then what happens is anytime somebody joins your organization, whether you know them or not, whether you sign them up or not, doesn't make any difference. They make 100 when they go CQ, and you get $100. So the question is, if 10 people join your organization this week, and we help them all get CQ'd, you would make, 10 times 100, that would be $1,000. Okay. And what's interesting is, as you build your organization, you eventually become what they call regional director, RD. And for doing the same amount of work, every time somebody joins your organization, whether you know them or not, as it grows, they get $100, the brand new person, but a check is released to you for $300. And that RVP, it's $370 and $390. It just keeps going up. And just the money and the bonuses get larger, and the residual income keeps growing. I may be able to play Franco LaFranco, but you have to tell me, Tim, right away if you can hear him talk, okay?
It's really low.
Can you hear him?
No, not really. It's super low.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you play it later, or you can send them a link so they can hear it. These are only 3-minute videos, but the thing that's good about hearing from people like Franco LaFranco and the others that you can see later is that, let me click this, is that you see how varied the people are that are building ACN. Every race, every religion, every age, every nationality. You don't have to be a certain kind of person or have a certain appearance or look. Anybody can build this business. All you really need is a desire to quit being paid for time that you're giving somebody else. In other words, you want to create residual income so that you're paid for the rest of your life on something you do one time. That's really the only thing you need to have. You need to be motivated by that. If that's the case, then this easily could be for you. We support you with, we support any IBO or business owner with local weekly trainings, online learning. It's the best, by the way. International events. Tim and myself, my wife, and about 17 of us from Wisconsin and Arizona and a couple other states, we all met together in Detroit, Michigan over this last weekend. It was the most phenomenal event. And we are just absolutely on fire and educated and motivated to build a massive business. It's a fantastic support system. And the ACN Compass app, excuse me, talking too fast, ACN Compass app, you can download that and check it out. And then when you become an IBO, if you become an IBO and join us, you can get more information once you're actually signed up. Here's the deal. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. You're an independent business owner when you sign up, but you have a lot of support because Tim has a vested interest in helping you succeed. That's the bottom line. So do I. So here's the deal. You may be in one of three places. Most people are ready to get started. It's pretty simple. I mean, buy your own services from yourself. You may have questions. Well, the next thing then you want to do is attend our online Sunday training and get your questions answered. There's an online event, a training event that happens every Sunday online. It's about an hour long. It's, let's see, it's at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And you can plug in, so it'll be 7 o'clock your time. And you can get all your questions answered at that event. And if you've got other questions that training doesn't answer for you, I can try to answer them. You can call me or my mentor or even Franco LaFranco. If we need to, we can get him online and have him answer questions for you. It could be, number 3, earning residual income is not for you. I'm not sure why earning residual income wouldn't be for anybody, but it's possible that it's not for you. Some people feel that they're secure in just going to work and kind of trading hours and getting a paycheck every week. I think eventually they might run into an issue with that, but that's okay. But if that's the case, that's fine. We would just simply say, hey, now that you know why Tim is doing that, he wants to get home and spend more time with his family and his kids. You're his friend, you know Tim. So if this isn't for you, all we'd ask is try one or more of our services, qualify to get them free, help feed a hungry child, and help Tim with referrals. So I always say, hey, if you can get the same service from a friend for the same price or get it less expensively, why wouldn't you do that instead of buying them from a stranger? So if you're ready to get started, congratulations. Take advantage of the unique timing. Sign up, www.acn.com. You'd actually do that with Tim, and he'll help you do that. It literally takes 4 or 5 minutes the most to get signed up. Take advantage of ACN's Fast Start promotion bonuses. Let us help you earn that $1,500 over the next week or two. You got a month to do it, but we'll help you do it in a week or two. Make a lot of money in the first couple weeks. Schedule your private meeting. They're very simple to do. We'll teach you how to invite. We'll actually help you do it. You'll have a very effective meeting. And we always like to have, sometimes we like to have big meetings. Sometimes we like to start off with little small ones just to kind of practice. And then we get them bigger. And then, we just simply help you connect with other people and show them what we do. And then the Sunday night event, this is coming up Sunday. You're gonna be able to see this repeated with somebody that does a much better job than I do. In about a half an hour from 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is probably 6 o'clock your time. They're always done in 30 minutes. You see that I've taken more than 30 minutes because I like to talk a lot. I've kind of in love with my own voice, very honestly. But they take exactly 30 minutes. And then on the top of the hour, which would be again 7 o'clock, they'll do a 1 hour training. And the truth is, you've seen about 10 or 20% of the ways you can really make lots of money. In the training, you'll see the other 80% of the way you create lots of residual income, huge residual income. Here's the truth. If you want to create an extra $1,000 a month, you can very quickly do that in this, very, very quickly. If you want to create $10,000 a month in extra income, that will take longer, but you can do that. And if you want to create as much as $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month in residual income, you can do that here too. We always tell people this is like a 1 to 5 year program to generate residual income that will last the rest of your life. You build it once, the money keeps coming in. The last thing I'd leave you with is, there are really two kinds of people. There are people that are very happy going to work, trading hours for dollars, and that's fine. That's totally okay. And then there are other people that think, hey, I'm worth more than what my boss pays me. I have bigger plans in life. I'd like to be able to travel more. I'd like to own a nice home. I'd like to own a second home. I'd like to be able to pay off all my debt. I'd like to get a certain kind of car. There are certain things I'd like to do, maybe help my mom and dad pay off their house. There's some charities I'd like to get involved in. There's some things I want to do, but I don't have the time and money to do them right now. Maybe this is a way to do it. So I'd like you to think about that. And Tim, I appreciate you letting me share what we do with your friends tonight. I will tell you that Tim is just, like I said, just getting started, and he's filling in his frontline people. And so we're working with Tim to get those top 3 or 4 people at the top of his network that he's building. And if that's you want to take it, if you think this is for you, you want to grab hold of one of those top 3 or 4 spots that he's going to put in, because let's just say it's 3, and what's going to happen is you get hold of the spot number 1, spot number 2, and spot number 3. The business that Tim is building, he will build a massive business. You will actually be able to take advantage of a third of all the business that Tim creates. And so that's what I want you to think about. Save money on services, help a lot of people, feed hungry children, and take advantage of Tim being the entrepreneur he is, and just kind of get in his way and learn this business and generate residual income. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Get with Tim, see some of the videos that I was kind of hard to play over the web because the sound isn't so good. But, and check out acn.com, get with Tim and let him show you how to get started. And hopefully you'll want to join us. If not, that's okay too. But if not, talk to Tim about some of the services, and hopefully we'll see each other again soon. Adios, everybody.
Thanks, John.
You bet. Good meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you too.